Hey y'all, it's me, Niecielynn. This is Friday, September the 17th. This is Flosstube 90, if you can believe that. Go figure. That seems incredible. It has been a week here. I think lately all the weeks are weeks. Like they're like, wow. But I've got my whips and they're all disorganized, and so we will start in with my whips because, well, it's just been like that. I have Simply Autumn here by the Drawn Thread. I started it sitting in the emergency room with James Williams. He didn't feel good, and I'm not supposed to say that, but he doesn't watch, and if he does, if you include me in your life and I decide to say something about it, you just gotta live with it. So there you go. He is fine. They've sent him to a GI specialist, so they think he has like an ulcer or something in his esophagus. But Drawn Thread, Simply Autumn. And I tried to work on it again last night, but I didn't get much done. But here is what I got done. The blue I used is the Blueberry Hill from A Wicked Stepmother, which, happy yester birthday, Frankie. So I used this blue here, Blueberry Hill. One of y'all said she was out of it. She'll get some more posted, I know, but just be patient. It's just she and Rhonda. So, and then Love Letters in the Sand is the other one I am using for the house here. And this is beautiful. This, of course, y'all know I love me some Drawn Thread. It's so, so pretty. The black is, these are leftovers from when I did my Welcome Autumn from a Drawn Thread. These are the leftover dinky dyes from that kit. And so the black that I'm using is that Dinky Dyes, it's right here, Dinky Dyes 130. And it is gorgeous. Let me see if I can get it to, it's not gonna show the variegation in it, I don't think, but it's black. It's a light, soft black with like a gray, like a pale gray running through it. And it is so pretty. But I thought I would use it to this one. I had it stuck in the bag with it even. But I had so much fun working on it. It kept me distracted while I was sitting out there in the lobby alone, because they wouldn't let you go in, and thank goodness there weren't a lot of people there. So yes, he scared me to death and woke me up 3 in the morning. Said he had to go to the emergency room because he didn't feel good. So I get in the car and I'm like, okay, do you want to go to where Dr. Siddiqui is, who is his doctor? And do you need to go closer? Like, how bad do you feel? And he goes, I think I feel really bad. And I was like, oh my gosh. So, but they said because your esophagus and your heart are right up next to each other, he thought maybe his heart was acting up again. So we spent one night there from 3 to like, well, I guess we left here at like 2:45 till 6:30 at the emergency room. I don't even remember what night that was, because then James's uncle, who had been feeling sick, if y'all remember, they were going to come over and eat and all be together, and then he wasn't feeling good. Weekend before last, they went to repair his hernia, which they did repair the hernia, and his intestines were all knotted up and everything, but they said he would probably have to stay on a feeding tube, and he said that was not an option for him. So we lost Royce. James took his mama over there Wednesday evening. Jana took her the day before to see him, and then James took her Wednesday evening over there. And then I'd heard from my cousin that, y'all know my aunt has had COVID and been in the ICU and not been doing well. And so they took her off of the vent and everything. yesterday, and she passed about 11:30 yesterday. So my Aunt Noe passed yesterday too. So we lost Royce and Noe within, I don't know, 16 hours of each other. It was just, it's been that kind of week. So I just try to be honest with y'all and tell y'all kind of what's been going on. So that's what's kind of been going on around here. It's been something else. But so I cooked yesterday and took food over to my cousins, and my other cousin met up with me, and we rode over together and visited for a while, a couple hours and everything. And so it's always good to be together. It's just, you feel, Lori's so much better that my cousin Lori went with me. And Noe is Lisa's mom, and she has Lisa. There's Alan, Lisa, and Mike. And Lori is my cousin, who is my mama's older brother's daughter, and we're all close to the same age. And we always had so much fun growing up because we're all the same age, can play together and everything. So she went over with me, but she is a special needs teacher. She teaches special needs children. So of course she has the patience of Job, and she knows how to soothe people, you know. She just, that's her gift. She's always been very good like that. I just feed people. That's all I know to do. I will feed. I just feed you. I'll hug you and tell you I love you and feed you, and that's all I know to do. That's about all I got. I don't have that other gift that she has of soothing people and kind of trying to bring things down a notch and all. So I was so grateful that she was able to go with me, and we were able to go over there and stay a while. And so then they've set Royce's memorial for Monday, but they haven't, they're meeting them at 11 today to set up things for Noe. She is my Aunt Noe. Some of y'all are gonna ask, what is Noe? What kind of name? But she was Nova. My grandmother was Neva, and her sister was Nova. There was only the two girls, and they had two brothers, but the girls were Neva and Nova. And then when Noe was born, she was named after my mama's sister Nova and my papa's sister Flosstube. So she was Nova Dean, and so hence Noe. She was always Noe growing up for us. She was always Noe. She could, gosh, she was such a great seamstress. I'm gonna get choked up a little bit. Lisa's Barbie clothes were like Project Runway level. I mean, of course, this was back in the, 70s. So they were, double knit and all this kind of stuff, but they were spot on, fabulous, incredible, what all the cool people were wearing at the time. Her Barbies had the coolest clothes ever, 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 ever. She could write beautiful calligraphy. She was just really fabulous at so many things and always sweet. So pray for the Vicks and the Dawsons because they're having a rough time. So we will be doing that in the next couple of days. But that's, my stitching took a hit because not only was I doing other things, but like last night when I came in and I pulled out drawn thread and I think I put about 3 stitches in, I just set it down. It just, my brain is not where it ought to be. I did get a start on my first Cox Crow. This one by Blackbirds. It is a Sal with Stitching Scotty. Hey Dottie, it's a Sal with her and whoever else wants to jump on. So let me know if you're gonna stitch along or if you're already working on it. And I'll try to make a little, so I'll remember to tag everybody. But I decided, this is real heavy on the orange for me. I got my orange on today, but this is heavy on the orange for me. It's beautiful, but y'all know I gotta do. So I'm changing the border up some. Is that gonna focus? There we go. And I'm gonna add a little bit of this blue purple, which is a Wicked Stepmother Violet and Blue. And so these are my DMCs. These are all the DMCs that it called for are here. And you can see this is a beautiful fall palette. But there's just a lot of orange in the design for me. So I pulled in this lighter orange. This is Jack and Diane by Wicked Stepmother. I got my Eye of the Tiger. I may use it in some of the spots. And then this is the violet and blue. I just wanted a little bit of a contrast to all that orange. I wanted something to contrast with all that orange. So instead of a true purple, I just pulled that. And so I've got Jack and Diane in violet and blue by Wicked Stepmother, and then DMC 310 on here so far. So it's been nice to work on. It's beautiful, of course, you know, like all Blackbird charts. It's easy to read, it's easy to see, and all this. So I'm loving it, but I will probably change, I'm changing the border. I will probably change the color of my house and the color of the moon. And I think that'll be enough of a change for me to not feel so wow by it. I love orange marigolds and stuff. I used to not, y'all are gonna laugh about this. I used to, if I planted seeds, like a seed pack of zinnias or something, and an orange something came up, I would jerk it out. I pull it up. I used to only do pinks and purples with just a tiny bit of yellow and white in my flower beds. That was my thing. And over the years, I've become a little more open to other colors being out there. Now I've got reds and yellows and purples and all this, and we may try. I don't see any hummingbirds yet this morning. I don't have near as many the last couple of days, so they are definitely moving on south and moving on down. If I see some coming out, we may try to take a walk outside. The yard looks wretched because I'm gone to every other week mowing it because it's so hot and dry. I ain't trying to stress it out any more than I have to. Okay, then I worked on, let's see here. I think I worked on Jessie. So I'm gonna hold up Jessie for a minute. This is Jessie Watson. I think I worked on her on Saturday. This is Jessie Watson by Hands Across the Sea. But I didn't have time to go back this morning and check because I got to, and I forgot to bring them in here. I may jump up and get them in a minute. I got to take James Williams' pants to the cleaners. They, the boys have their pants starched. James Williams and Keeley starch their pants. And I mean, they starch them. I mean, you could kill somebody with these pants. So I've got to get those to the dry cleaners this morning before it gets too late so I can pick them up tomorrow. But I don't think I had closed my border last time, but I can't remember. So I'm just gonna show it for a minute just in case because I hate to be not showing her if she's should be showed. But this is my Aunt Noe, the sister she's named after is Flosstube Coleman. So FDC was who the other half of her name came from Flossie. And so she was Nova Dean. So I'm gonna put this one in here. So I think I got a few stitches in on it, but honest y'all, I just don't know. I just do not know. It has just been kooky. It's been too much. It's been too much. I worked on my Quaker pumpkins a little bit. Pumpkins. It's one of those words I try not to be lazy about, but I am. And I'm just having to pull these out, y'all. This is how I'm going. This is how it's going this morning. I'm just gonna jerk them out and show y'all. This is my Quaker pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews. It's gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. I love the colors in it. The linen is a bit rough for me. I told y'all this is the hairy linen. And so I worked on it some more. I wanted to go back and make myself finish this one, this pumpkin, but I didn't make it. but I did get a little bit more done on it. So this is the one I've been working on here. I got a little bit more done on it. And these are the 3 of the 5. So 3 of the 5 are done, and the last 2 are pretty open, so they should go kind of faster. This one is the most solid, so it's gonna take up the most time. And I told you, I don't think I'm gonna put the words at all. I thought about putting different words, but I think I'm just gonna leave my words off. I feel like with the no words, let's see what I can put on there. What can I put on there? Here we go. I feel like with the no words, you really notice how beautiful the pumpkins are. So I think I'm just gonna leave them off, just like that. And just focus on the pumpkins and those little stars that'll probably kill me, because all that's a diagonal stitching. Which is another confession. I was struggling with Peace on Earth. And Dana had messaged me months ago and said, if you're not working on that, I would finish it for you, which was so incredibly sweet, I couldn't imagine. And I tried, I've worked on it numerous times since then. But I end up ripping out as much as I put in nearly. It does help, which I said, don't count the starting and the stopping cross. Just count the ones in between. That does help immensely. But I think my attention span and it just don't, we just don't get on good at all. At all. So I have sent it to Dina the Lifesaver. I got out Noah. And this little chart is very hard for me to read at some parts. And I'm gonna try to hold this real. You can see just pieces. I don't think I can figure out a way to. Maybe. It's all black and white, and I don't think I can hold it up and not show too much of the chart, so I'll just give up. But I love this design. It's 2 by 2. By Sisters and Best Friends. They're in Ohio. If any of y'all know them, this is so cute. They should put this back out for people to get. I love it. It's adorable. And so I got it out, but I have where the cows are, the cow symbols evidently are harder for me to see. I didn't have a hard time seeing the Noah up here or the sheeps much. But now that I've got down to the little cows, I'm having a little bit of a hard time keeping track of them. But he's so cute in his little yellow slicker and his little birds with him. And my sheep are finished, and now I'm on to the cows. And after the cows, I just have to do the boat and the water and the words. So I'm getting closer, but I had a hard time seeing this one this week, so I just put it down. I think sometimes when your brain has too much, it's just too much. Thank y'all all for checking on Mama. A sister and I were really afraid that she was gonna really lose it about Noe. She's taken it well. Sometimes we wonder if there's like a little disconnect in her brain now. That sometimes things, when we tell her things, they don't sink in. They just don't get where they need to be or where they normally are. I guess things do what they need to do, but not where they have normally been. That's not how her brain would normally, back in the day, have reacted. So she's upset, but not as upset. We were afraid she would really like fall apart, lose it. So, but because, you know, her brain just gets really erratic sometimes now. But so far, now, of course, she hasn't been around everybody, and so we're worried, you know, we wonder if at the funeral, if she'll really have a real hard time. So in case they end up at the same time, I've told James Williams he will have to go to Royce's without me. he wasn't too happy about it. James Williams, he struggles with expressing any emotion anyway. And so when he has to, when something upsets him, he doesn't know anything to do but be irritated by it. That's all he's got. And so when he came back, Royce passed while he was there with his mama. And he came back and he'd tell me something about it. And then he'd say, but I don't want to talk about this all night. And he'd turn the TV on and he'd let it run for a few minutes. And then he'd pause it and he'd tell me something else. And he'd say, but I've told you I don't want to talk about this all night. And he'd turn the TV back on. And, you know, he struggles with emotion and with displaying any emotion. And I think with feeling any emotion, he doesn't think it's okay. There is a part of him, and not just him and his family, there's several of them, that feel like if you be sad about something, like about somebody passing or somebody getting hurt or getting sick, then he'll say this, well, God knows what's best. So if you believe in God and you trust in God, you should just be fine with it. Well, you know, I've told y'all a lot of times when I get up there, God and I have some stuff to talk about. Now I've also told y'all, Tammy at my church would say, when you get there and you're in the presence of the Lord, I'm like, hush it, Tammy. I'm going to have some questions. I have a lot of questions. So maybe she'll be right, and maybe I will just be, that is not my earthly personality. Now, maybe it will be my heavenly one. It ain't my earthly one. So we'll see how that goes. But so he feels like anytime he doesn't agree, if he be sad, he's not agreeing. Like he's like nearly grieving the spirit. I mean, it's so strange to me to react that way. But that's just me. I'm not a big crier. My mom's a big old ball baby. And I am not, because it irritates me. I feel like a lot of it is, when you go on too much, you're just putting on, okay? There is a little bit of my Baptist daddy in there that says, you know, you need to, okay, this is a little tirade here, but you know how in the back of the pew at church, and if y'all go to them basketball churches, y'all have them stack up chairs. I don't know, if you ain't never been to anything else, I don't know how to tell you to reference this, but go find you an old pew. And the back of the pew goes like this. It has a little lip out. And you know, old school Baptist church, you ain't supposed to be showing out in there. And people, boy, when people be raising up their hands and stuff, boy, it just, my daddy, he freaks him out. He says, that's what that lip on the back of that pew's for, to hook your thumbs under and keep them from raising, keep them thumbs from floating up. You hook them thumbs under the back of that thing, you keep you from showing out in church. Because he views that as showing out in church. You're supposed to be silent and still and all this. So it's funny, we all just have these preconceived notions of how things should work and do work and ought to work and all this. And so when you put on too much, I'm giving you side eye. Now there's the part of me that hopefully is a little more mature and knows, hey, if that's how you do you, you go on with it. But there's also the part of me that's going, because now, come on now. So it's funny that we have these two, you know, but he just can't. But he loved Royce. And Royce loved him. When he was little, Royce didn't have any children of his own. He had 2 stepdaughters that he loved. But James was the only grandbaby. And he was the only one for numerous years. And so Royce loved teasing him and scaring him. And he'd scare him so bad he'd make his pee his pants, which I don't know that that's real nice, but people used to do things like that all the time. He'd hide behind the door and jump out, you know. And so, but he, you know, he loved him. And so he was upset. He was upset that Royce looked sick and that, you know, all these things. So he would say a little bit about it. He would say, he just looked, he was so yellow. He was so yellow like your candle over there. And he'd say, but I don't want to talk about this all night. And he'd turn the TV back on. And I'd say, I know, honey, I'm sorry. It's hard to see somebody sick. And, you know, he'd say, I told you I don't want to talk about that all night. And he'd go back to TV. And it'd run for a few minutes. And then, you know, he'd stop it again. And he'd say, it's so awkward. What are you supposed to do? I just say to Judy, I'm sorry. But that don't help. That don't help at all. I feel like an idiot standing there. I just feel like an idiot. What are you supposed to do? It's so awkward. I don't want to talk about this all night. And he'd turn the TV back on. And it's just, you know, we don't, and it is hard. Death is hard. And it is awkward. And what are you supposed to do? And how can you help? And you can't really. And, you know, like me, I just know to feed people. That's all I know to do. I can bring you some food. I'll hold my brownies up against anybody's. That's all I know to do. Bring you some conguliami, which is like a goulashy type homemade hamburger helper thing, and some brownies. And, you know, that's all I know to do. I don't know how to fix this. There's not a fix for this. You're sad, and I don't want you to be sad, but you need to be sad. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Now, I have one, which they're a little tirade over for a minute. I had one that a salad was supposed to start yesterday, and I had everything ready. And then I needed to get to cooking. So I did not get my salad with Frankie started. So I have everything ready. So as soon as we get done here and I take James Williams' pants to the dry cleaners, I will come back and start my salad for Frankie's birthday, which was yesterday. Happy birthday, Frankie. Frankie and Rhonda are a wicked stepmother of Floss and Designs, and this is her Love Is Not All salve. And I told y'all I'd never seen this quote. She said it was her one of her favorites. And it's beautiful. I love the house. I think I may put mine and James Williams' initials over here and here. I've never done a sampler for us or anything, so I might do that on those two sides right there. And then, I don't know, I couldn't decide. And then maybe put like 1986 and then an infinity symbol over here or something. I don't know. I'm just kicking it around. But it's beautiful. It is on their Etsy site, a Wicked Stepmother's Etsy site. I think it's on sale right now too. So check that out. But I had this fabric that I believe one of y'all sent me that's beautiful. And I did not have time to go back and check and see, but I swear you did. It's a 36 count linen from To Die For Fabrics, and it's called Vintage Rose. It is so pretty. And so here I'm gonna hold it up and hope the light will catch most of it. It is a beautiful piece of fabric. It just barely has a little bit of a pinky purpley kind of a tint. Barely. It's very faint. There you go. That's better if I folded it like that. So I pulled these threads, and Frankie knows I can't use what it's called for because I'm not a good minder. And I'm gonna try to hold these up together. And so these are what I've pulled to do mine with on this fabric here. And I'm loving it. So far, most of them I've pulled are Wicked Stepmothers. I've got Harvest Moon, Blue Bayou, Woolly Swamp, Champagne Supernova, Hey Jude, and Crystal Blue Persuasion. And then a Cherry Bark by Gast out of my stash. Because I wanted, it needed a red, but the true red on that pinky tone of the fabric didn't do it for me. So I felt like this darker, purpley kind of, I liked a lot better. So, happy birthday, Frankie, our sweet Frankie, and I will get that started this afternoon. What a mess. Y'all, if y'all could see me now. If you could see me, no, it said they could see me now, the little gang of mine. You know, they'd say, girl, clean up your desk. That's what they say. You got a hot mess going here. I did have the finish of Hocus Pocus Halloween. It is so cute. So Hocus Pocus Halloween by Heart and Hand. It's one of the shares this week. And look how pretty my fingernails are, y'all. Look at there. That is Sahara Jewel. And they're from Allison. Allison on her color street. And it's No Fail Nails by Allison on Facebook. So I'll hold that back up there. We're just going to see if it'll focus. Is it going to focus? Is it going to focus? Maybe. There we go. But I love these. They're such a good fallish, fall-y, autumny color. Love it. But I got it done. So it is on just a scrap of 28 count black Rit-dyed, black or dark gray Rit-dyed even weave. And I believe I just pulled out of here, and I will put in the notes. It looks like I used all DMCs except for A Wicked Stepmother Falling Leaves. The leaves, those at the top and the bottom, are Falling Leaves by A Wicked Stepmother. The rest are DMCs 3829, 3781, 310, 3822, 597, and 730. I just had a horrible fear that the camera wasn't rolling. I don't know where that came from. Lord have mercy. I was like, jeez. Okay, so that's all. I think it's all my stitching. I think. We are nearly at 6,000 subscribers, not quite. I did think to look at that this morning. And okay, and I don't have one here to show you. I should have got the one from my room. The Noah that is on the share by Heartstrings Samplery. Noah & Co. by not by Heartstrings Samplery, by Heartstrings. Noah & Co. by Heartstrings. Char found the little whale buttons and the star button that are on there, and they can be bought through Threadneedle Street. And it is a shop in Washington, Issaquah. I hope I said that right. Issaquah, that's a pretty word. Issaquah, Washington, Threadneedle Street. So I need to get some. I don't know if I could go back and put them on now. I could try. But yeah, they would be real cute on mine. So I am going to be looking at that. But y'all that are on the list for it, you can get those through Threadneedle Street in Issaquah, Washington. And okay, Ernie, you were talking about having some big feet. I said about wearing in the shoe boxes. Shada's little best friend, Lindsay, cutest little thing in the world, but she had huge feet. I mean, she still has huge feet, but now she's grown. But they grew early. Like the kids were still in junior high and she wore 12. And, you know, all the cute little, you know, shoes and this and that, she had the hardest time finding cute shoes because she wore 12. And, you know, they were in junior high, little old bitty things, and then she had these size 12 shoes. And it was just, Micah's feet were so skinny and hard to buy shoes for, but then I'd always think, well, Lindsay got that 12. That's really hard. And Rita, I am so sorry about your husband's foot, y'all. Diabetes is serious. It is so serious. Prayers for him in rehab and that he is able to adjust well. The prosthesis, the sea legs and everything now are so good. They are so good, but it's still a huge, huge adjustment. So I'm praying it goes smoothly. I'm praying that you get just peace and strength as y'all go through this process, because it's hard to relearn how to do all those things with a new prosthesis. So prayers for Rita and her husband right now. And Lisa, long vowels are tiresome for me. Yellow, yes, that just wears me down. I have yella and tacos, and we eat Fritas with our chili if I'm too lazy to make cornbread. So, you know, long vowels should be wearing me out on the end of the road words. I just, not me. I guess I'm just a lazy talker. And Linda, yes, thank you for saying that I'm not wanting to kill James Williams as much. I'm trying to be a more patient person with everybody in the world and myself. And I am also not as because I'm getting to get out of the house and see people and visit with people and talk to people. Being shut up in here with nobody but him, that ain't my gig. That ain't my gig, y'all. I'm gonna tell you right now, that ain't my gig. The girl, you know, thank God I had the girls and Micah and, you know, and Mom and stuff, so I know some of y'all was way worse off than I was, but I'm a social creature. I like talking to people. I like seeing people. I like seeing, even if I don't get to talk to them, I like seeing people talking to each other and being happy and laughing, and I like seeing that. And so, boy, when we were on lockdown in this house, it was bad times. It was bad times for me. Not my deal. Okay, now we were talking about the colonial knots and the French knots, and several of y'all sent suggestions to watch. I found one of them and watched it already, but y'all said Susan sent in Lisa Bongine of Primitive Gatherings has a real good tutorial, and her last name is Bongean. And Dana sent in, or Deanna, I'm sorry, sent in Jean Farish, Flosstube 38. She does French knots and colonial knots in the same one, so you can see them kind of contrasted. And then Michelle sent Mary Corbett's video, and that's the one that I watched, and it is really good. I was trying to watch some and look at them, and that's the one I found and seen. Kelly said her grandson naps when they sing ABCs, and she's afraid he's going to sleep all the way through kindergarten. We're having a problem with Orga this year because she is bored. She is bored at the pre-K, but they won't let her go to kindergarten because she was born on September 6th, not September 1st. So she has got her little card pulled or whatever a couple of times for talking or something, not being like really bad, but and when you ask her about it, she says, well, they just keep talking about this and this and this, you know, or they just keep talking about the letter K. Well, we've been talking about the letter K all day. I know about the letter K, and I can write it, and so I don't know what's going to become of Aria Kyle in the pre-K. Stay tuned, because that may or may not last the whole year. Carol, oh my gosh. Yes, grandbaby notes are so precious. Lily, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can reach this, that Lily gave me when I went on Friday. I sat in here and thought I had it within reach. I'm gonna fall off the floor, y'all be laughing. Lily gave me that when I got there on Friday to have lunch with her, and I didn't find her at first. I was in a panic. Because I couldn't see her right at first. I saw Kimi, we caught Kimi walking down the hallway, but they had already taken some of them in, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I had to get the little lady, and she said, well, I'll just call her to raise her hand. I was so excited. Oh, shit, so there she was. I was in an absolute panic though. But look, this is what she drew me on the back. How precious is that? We had a great time. We got to go to recess afterwards and play all the games and stuff, just like I did with Kimi. So we had a really great day. I took her some Chick-fil-A, and we ate Chick-fil-A, even though her mama said don't. She loves the pizza they're having today, but you know I couldn't stand it, so I had to take her some Chick-fil-A. And but then she didn't want the ice cream that I brought with her Chick-fil-A. She wanted chocolate, and I said, well, I know you like chocolate, but they ain't got chocolate at Chick-fil-A. So it ended up the little boy sitting across from it, his mom and them was there, and they ate the extra ice cream, so hallelujah. But yes, those little notes are precious, and Mama got her first one from Aria in the mail. Aria wanted to mail Mama some mail to her mailbox, and so, you know, we were like, okay. So she writes this note, and we addressed it and everything, and it got there. And Mama has told me, I think 4 times this week, she's called me to tell me she got a letter from Aria in the mail, and that it's on the refrigerator and how much she likes it. So that makes me crazy happy that that she's still loving it every day. So, oh my gosh, what am I? Oh, okay, Allie, I think you're talking about this one. It's out of one of the Just Cross Stitch magazines. I think all of these are. And I thought I could find it in my notes. And I even got my old notebook, but I can't figure out. So I'll have to just try to look. Y'all, what is on my hand? These are something glittery. But I think all of these are out of the Just Cross Stitch magazines, if I remember right. If not, this one is a hands-on design. Hey there, pumpkin. This one is Autumn by Cross-Eyed Cricket. And this is Be Thankful. It's either by Little House or Country Cottage. So, but these are, and I think this is the one you're talking about, and I can't remember which one it's in, but I'll keep looking. I'll try to find it. And I just did these on scraps of stuff I had. But all these are out of one of the old Just Cross Stitch magazines, I think. This one, this is a favorite. I just love this guy. He's so cute. But see, I did them a long time ago. 2016 is a long time. And then this little black work, which I did as white work instead, is adorable. But I think all of those came out of one of those magazines. And I really think it was nearly all the same year. Like it was a record year for that magazine. It was like fabulous. Oh, but I saw one by Sub Rosa that is a black pumpkin that is so cute. So if y'all haven't seen that, it's one of the, like the pincushiony, pumpkin-y looking ones. And it's so cute by Sub Rosa. Joy, give your kitty cats a snuggle for me. I'm glad they like them. I thought Lulu might come over here and see me. We've been babysit Lulu while Mike and them been at the Disney. But she's not very social. She's an old lady and not very social. Oh my gosh, Vicki, I was dying. Talking about nose running and sneezing and everything in kindergarten. She said in the early childhood classroom, those bad noses, they would call them the green 11s. I like to have died. That's the best. That's the best because that's exactly what they look like. Green 11s. Lord have mercy. And Trixie, Trixie Tricycle, y'all know, I love watching her. I love listening to her. She has the most beautiful teeth in the world. And I guess I'm that person. I'm just a weirdo about teeth. And I know it's just me. I'm weird. But her voice is so calming. I love her voice. But she ordered some stuff from Niecielynn at Floss and Fabric, and she said she had a fabulous experience. So, y'all, I could not say enough nice things about ordering from Niecielynn. Niecielynn, I've got to call you about sending something to somebody. That's for to hopefully make my brain work. If you don't hear from me, Niecielynn, send me a or something, please. Someone help me. I'm like a true wreck this week. Rowie says, oh, her hummingbirds are slowing down. Mine are too. I don't have, not near like I did. I don't see any on the feeders right now. One came by a second ago, but I'll still have several in the evenings. There'll be 4 or 5, but not like anything like I have been having. So, and Jay Clonch, thank you so much. Campo Verde is the restaurant I was thinking about. Campo Verde in Arlington. It may technically be Pantego, I'm not sure, but I'm sure if you put in Campo Verde in Arlington, it will pull it up. It is the fabulous restaurant with all these Christmas lights and the trains that go around the top and like you really can't hardly focus on your food because you'll be so busy looking at all the things. It's so very fun. It's like Mi Tierra in San Antonio. Smaller scale, but it's the same kind of fabulousness. All the lights, all the things going on. It makes me very happy. I love it. And Stitch and Grammy of 17, I hope that Emma is doing okay. Her 9-year-old grandbaby has the COVID, and they were fixing to film their next Flosstube, and Emma is going to be on it because Emma is stitching. So congratulations on your stitching, Emma. And I will be watching. Grammy, send me a link so I can see Emma and her stitching when she gets feeling better, and I can see it. But Emma, I'm so proud of you for getting into stitching. That makes me very happy. Anytime somebody starts stitching, that makes me so happy. And Letha, happy birthday on the 14th. And thank you for making my week this week. And I didn't, so yes, it got here, I think it got here on Tuesday on your birthday, Tuesday or Wednesday one. So happy birthday, Letha. And I have Happy Mail over here that we'll go into in a minute. I hope I've got it here by me so I don't forget, but my brain today ain't no guarantees. Yes, and Tracy's sister does get ducked a lot on her Jeep, but she also goes to cool places. Like she'll go to the Railport Brewery for dinner or, you know, things like that. And they have Jeep get-togethers there and sometimes and stuff. And she also has a new Gladiator. She has the Gladiator and it's lifted and very cool bed liner and all the things. So it's super nice. So yeah, she gets ducked a lot. But and one of y'all sent, what is ducked on your Jeep? Linda, what is ducked on your Jeep? Duck Duck Jeep is like a little game that Jeep people play with each other, like the Jeep wave. You know, we all wave at each other. But they're little ducks, and they sometimes will put a little tag on them, or they'll write on the bottom of them to say, to hashtag that you got ducked, and then you can see where your ducks end up, because then you should, some people keep them, but some people pass them on, and then duck them to the next person that they see a cool Jeep in a parking lot. If you'll notice, when we're in a parking lot, we all try to we kind of park together like that. I don't know why we do, but we do. But that's what it's like, a little game that Jeep people play. And like, you know, when you used to see a slug bug, when you'd see a Volkswagen Beetle and you slug bug, and like this, but this, like, you leave a little rubber ducky on their Jeep, and some people put a little paper tag and it tells you to put hashtag Duck Duck Jeep. And if you look up hashtag Duck Duck Jeep, you can see different people's Jeeps that have got ducked. That might help some. So on Insta or something like that, I don't know, I don't tweet, so I don't know if you can do that on Twitter or not, but maybe you can try it. But yes, sister gets ducked a lot with her new Jeep. Tracy, sister gets ducked a lot. I'm trying to find, oh, Michelle, organizing my floss, and Patricia asked how I stored my used up floss. Okay, this is how I store my floss. Okay, here is, this one looks the best, so I'll show it first. These are my Wicked Stepmother colors that I don't have in a project right this second, okay? So I just have them on their ring, on a big ring. And then I hang this on my on a little S hook off the side of a bookcase, okay? So they just hang like this. Then these are new and old. I used to put all my DMCs on bobbins, and I still have a lot of them on bobbins. But as I need them for another project and I find them in the box, well, you can see like this one here. This is DMC 500. I pull it off. And yes, I could go steam it or iron it or something, but they're just hanging. So here are my DMC colors, and then it goes white. And so if I got 2 whites going here, and then an ecru, and then 300 and 310 and 316 like this. So they just keep on going through. I try to keep them in numerical order. So if I'm looking for one to kit up a project, or I can go pull this, see if it's in here. And then if it's not in here, I go look on my bobbins in the little box. And then, but from there, they get left on here. I'm moving away from keeping them in the bobbin. I just find that I love looking at it like this. It's very soothing to me to look at it like this. I love it. And then all my others, so that's my DMC and my Wicked Stepmothers. My others, I'm going to have to intervene at some point soon. So I have this big ring, okay? And then on the big ring, I have like, these are reds and pinks. And they're my Weeks Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and Gentle Arts are all in here like this. And you can see on this one, I've started changing. This is how I put the Weeks. I don't like being up so close to the top. So as I find one and use it, I put them on a floss tag like this. Just like that. And that way they all hang at the same length. because see how this is up here? This just bothers the pudding out of me. I can't stand it. So I will be going through, and as I use them, putting those on a floss drop like this to make them all be the same length. And that works perfect for me because then the tag's still on there. It tells me which one it is. If I know I'm looking for a week's, I know I'm looking for this short tag, even if it's on these. So that has been working great for me. Now, when I have a leftover piece, so anyway, I'll just show you this. Here is, like here are tans, browns, and maybe blacks on that one. And then, you know, some oranges, peaches on there. Blues and purples. Whites, off-whites, there's a yellow in there. You should probably be on the other one. And then a green. And then that's all. But let me show you when I just put mine back on after my leftover floss. So let's see, you can probably see it on this one, maybe. No, you can't see it that good. Let me see, I'll find one here. Oh, here we go. This is perfect. This is Cadet by Weeks. And you can see that I just loop my leftover thread back through there like that. So these are pieces that I've used part of, and I just put them right here, back on the bobbin, the little floss drop. I put it back on the floss drop, just off to the side. And that works fine for me. I don't know anything, I mean, because I'm not gonna keep them separate. I know some of these, like these nice floss tags have like a little hole in the side. So you can punch another hole in there too. And that is nice. I do use it on the ones that have it. They are so nice. But that's how I do mine. I hope that helped answer some questions. I'm like not a very organized organizer, but oh my gosh. The Granny's Life said her Granny Skeeter would call you on the phone and tell you what she needed to tell you and then just hang up. You know, just done. She's done. Hang up. And that's what we laugh about Ray Lynn's daddy, Papa, Donald Ray. He'll call, and he still uses that clamshell phone, you know. And so, you know, we would laugh and say, you know, Papa will call and tell you what he needs to tell you, and then clack, you just get that clack. There's a hair on me. Papa will just clack. He'll be shutting you off. So when you said that, that immediately made me think of Donald Ray and his clack. And oh, Carol, I did not realize that Grandparents' Day at school wasn't a thing. So y'all chime in and let me know if where y'all are at. Like here's in England, but where y'all are at, if they do or don't do Grandparents' Day. I didn't realize that it wasn't a thing everywhere. Y'all, I don't know why I feel like there's a hair on me tickling me. Ugh. The Proper Stitcher, thank you. Always when y'all say nice things to me, thank you so much. I appreciate it more than y'all know. Mad D2T1, I think I put a video on my Instagram and my Facebook of my hummingbirds. There went one little one right there. Look on my Instagram on, it's just Niecielynn, and I think I put a picture and a video on there because I'm just not there. We've missed our window of opportunity, I think. And, oh, Barb, I hope you had a good time at the game watching your grandbaby cheer. My nieces all cheered, and so it used to be fun to watch them do their thing. And that is a sport. I don't care who you are, that's a sport. Leslie, no joke. It does not seem like so many years since high school. I graduated in 1985. And Lord have mercy, Mel sent, hey, are y'all gonna go to the homecoming game? And I was like, no, I'll probably just skip it this year. And I think she said, well, I said, can't we just wait till our next big one? And she said, well, then it'll be 40 years. And I like to fell out. What? I think that's what she said. Anyway, y'all know I ain't no math person, so there you go. But yes, I like to die. So yeah, I graduated in 1985. So yes, it does not seem like it just, boom, goes crazy. And one loopy mom also liked the Proper Stitcher. Thank you so much for sweet, kind words you send. I do appreciate it. I am praying in peace and sweet memories of you, the loss of your mom and your husband. I can't imagine. That's a lot. So lots of prayers and lots of love, and thank you for sending love my way. I appreciate it. Y'all, Brenda is looking for, so if y'all shops have them, y'all holler about this. Gassed garden gate and gassed espresso bean. And we'll see if I can read and talk at the same time, see if I have it here. I think I ended up using something else on my midnight ride because I don't think I could find garden gate at the time. Let's see what we got here. Black crow. No, that's cocoa bean, not espresso bean. Of course, that'd have been too easy. Toasted barley, sarsaparilla. Tin bucket. Burlap. Cider mill brown. No. I don't see it in mine either, but she needs gassed garden gate and espresso bean. So if either of y'all know where those two are available, if they're available in y'all shop, please holler. And I don't know why some colors are like so much harder to get than others, because I would have thought they would be, you know, like start dyeing things all at the same time. But I don't know how the process works, I'm sure. So anybody that knows where those are, holler, because Brenda is in need. And the links for the pumpkin pin keep and broom hair, I think are in the description. They should be in the description. I put one in for broom hair in your comment, but I couldn't get the one for pumpkin pin keep to go. I don't know why. I'll have Micah check on that. But I think the links are in the description box below the video. So look on last week or the week before one, because after I post, then I have to wait for it to upload, and then I go back and add in all the comments and all that kind of stuff. So, that they may not be there if you watch the video pretty quick. They may not be on it, and sometimes I forget. So look on another week if you don't see it. And Sue, tell your grandson congratulations on his driver's permit. That's a big deal. And I think Grandparents' Day at the high school would be hilarious and probably would be very good. Probably be very good for the grandparents and for the high schoolers. Yes. The grandparents could get some tits while they were there, and the high schoolers could get a little when they was misbehaving, which probably needs to happen. Audrey sent us another North Irish term, which I know these always make me happy, and she said it's gag. And so she said, like, if you'd say somebody's, oh, you're a gag, would be like you're a hoot, like you're a laugh, or it's funny. So I love that. So thank you, Audrey, for sending us those. Those always make me happy. Now, we are got shares this week. Oh, no, Happy Mail. Oh my gosh. Happy Mail. Happy Mail and haul. My haul was just magazines. My punch needle and primitive stitcher came in. Holy moly. It is chock full of fabulousness. There's the Priscilla and Chelsea design in there. Here's the Barbara Anna. There's this beautiful Twin Peaks. I think Teresa has one in here. Where did it go? Old Tattered Flag has these are adorable punch needles. And Teresa has a punch needle in here too. That I was going to show, and of course now I can't find it since I'm looking for it. Sabrosa has a cute one in here. There is just some cute things. But I can't find Teresa's to show you, so. 62, okay, here we go. I knew it. I thought I had a marker in here, and now it turns right to it. Look at this. I love it. That thing is gorgeous. And then, y'all know I love my Country Living magazine, and they always put this little silly little, there'll be a little cross stitch pattern in here. But I know some people love these things. And now if I can find it, once again, I guess I moved them all and my little things fell out. Holy moly. Anyway, it's a cross stitch of a little boot, and it's so cute. Here it is. Which I have some red ones like this that I adore. And so if you're into those kind of boots and that, it's in the Country Living October, which I always recommend. I love that magazine. And then I got my Christmas ornament issue from Just Cross Stitch. Oh my gosh. Look at this, the Red Barn here. Y'all know I love that red barn. Here's another red barn that is just stunning. That is beautiful. There is this beautiful, of course, there's the hedgies. And where did I thought there's another red barn. Oh, here it is. I had my finger on it. This beautiful little cardinal. There is just so many designs in here. They're so pretty. So if you don't, your L&S usually has it. Look at this little chickadee. Oh my gosh. Chickadee's so cute. So that was my haul this week here. Move those over there. And then I got tons of Happy Mail. I got this beautiful thank you card from Angela. Yes, okay. I started to say, oh no. Look at that. Tiger swallowtail, beautiful butterfly. I believe that's a tiger swallowtail. That is gorgeous. So thank you, Angela. Then I got this in the mail here. The card out here. This is from Ida. She sent me this beautiful card. And then this. It has all these notes. It's called Niecielynn Designs Noah and Company. Look, it has a stocking in it. It has all these little samplers and big things. Look at that big one. That is beautiful. And then on the back, look at these. These are so fabulous. I cannot wait to start. Oh, y'all know I love Noah. And so this was so, thank you so much, Ida. I had not seen, I've seen, like I started to, this one I saw on Etsy one time finished up. And I really started to buy it because I thought it was so pretty. And I didn't know where it came from or whatever. It was just a finished piece that somebody was trying to get shed of. And it was so beautiful. So thank you so much, Ida. I'm so excited. I bet I've looked at that thing 10 times. So thank you again, Ida. And y'all, I'm trying to hurry because I'm already over the hour. Bored, it'll take forever to upload this thing. And then I got this beautiful card from Lori with these, and I'm gonna show y'all this first. She sent me this beautiful card, which would be a beautiful cross-stitch design. Whoever you are that drew this, C.R. Gibson, you should do that. But she sent me these floss drops. And I told you I didn't do the floss drop thing. I thought I had too much going on. But, oh my gosh, Lori, she said she snapped this picture when she was in Amish country. And it is gorgeous. Lori, that picture is gorgeous. But she accidentally ordered 2 of the cross-stitch ornament magazines we were just talking about. So that will be one of the shares this week. So thank you, Lori, for the beautiful card and the floss drops, and for sharing your ordering happiness, as I call it. That's what when I over order happiness. Okay, I'm gonna put that right there like this. How am I trying to keep these organized? Because I need to hold that one up again in a minute. Okay, now I got this here. Because y'all, I'm sorry, I am a wreck. Y'all ain't gonna get to see James's pants, it looks like, because I'm running out of time. These, oh my gosh, these came from Sandra. Let's see how to do these best. She sent me this adorable card. Look at that little fox. How cute is he? So adorable. But I had not, this guy's so funny. It's called Noah and Crew by Mosey and Me, making the best of a bad situation. Look at him skiing behind the ark. Y'all, that is fabulousness. So yes, definitely this will have to get stitched. Look at how much fun Noah's having back there. And poor wife, I don't know where she at. I guess down in the bowels of the ship making lunch. Poor wife. But that is adorable. That came from Sandra, and then she has these other things in here. And I thought, what are all these? So she sent another set of animals, and then this. So I'm gonna show them all here. I'm trying to do them. There is another elephant. So if y'all want to start stitching animals, holler and I'll mail you some. There's a camel. There's the hippos. Did I say camels twice? Yes, there's 2 camels. Yes, sorry. My poor brain. I thought, oh my gosh, no. There's the sheep, the rams. The ram and the ewe. There's the lion. A hippo. Giraffe. A panda. I've got to get him stitched for Kami. The zebras. That llamas. I was going to say alpacas, but they're llamas. The adorable skunks, which are adorable until you have to smell one. The Mr. and Miss Noah. They're so cute. And then this girl here. I'm like, oh my gosh. So there's just a little, there's an angel and an archangel. So one is the, does it say what her name is? I guess she's just angel. So she's an angel with this beautiful cardinal and these birdhouses. How cute is she? And then this one is the angel with the ark. I'm so in love with her and her rainbow. Oh my gosh. So, so cute. And then these others that, this is called Noah's Ark, the series 1 through 26. But I can't show them because it shows the pattern. So, but there is a antelope, a bear, a fox, a hare, zebra, and then there is a La Petite Holidays Christmas with a Christmas tree. And they're by Curtis Boringer. Curtis, I hope I ain't killing your name up. Curtis Boringer. And then there's adorable little, and I don't know if I can show that one, so I won't. It's a beautiful little, like a headstone looking one. It's called Jane Withers. And it is so sweet. But thank you so much, Sandra. I was so excited by all these. All the fun. All the fun. Now I just got to get my stitching time situated. And then I got a package from Miss Ann. And I tell you all the time, if you get a package from Ann, you done got something. Look at this. Look at that card. That thing is gorgeous. Now, she tells me there is a thing that you can, like a tutorial on how to do them, and I can't remember what she said the name of it was. No, and it doesn't say on here, but she's told me before, but I, of course, can't remember. But look at this. That is fabulous. She said the red boot was for me. She knows I have red boots, and I love my red boots. And then she sent me this. The Brown Bird Biscornu. Oh my gosh. That thing is stunning. Look at even on the bottom of it. I can't wait. Thank you, Ann. I cannot wait. That thing is like, woo. Oh, so pretty. I mean, who would have thought a brown bird could be so beautiful? You think a brown bird, womp womp. But nope. It ain't. It's fabulousness. Okay, then, now, I think, Kim, please, if I have messed this up with my poor brain. Kim, if my brain is working, sent me this because she knew this was one of my favorite things, and I am going to try to cover it up. This is the pattern for you're cut from a pattern I love. And she sent me the magazine that has it in it. I have this stitched, and it's one of my favorite pieces of all time. And they look like pattern pieces. And I also have these little girls stitched that I need to turn into I think I'm gonna turn them into a little bag and send it to my friend. These chicks. And these are called Sisters too, and I think they're the ones that did the arc that I'm stitching on right now. I have this one stitched in a frame nearly just like this. But I think I'm going to take it out and put it into turn it into a little bag to send to my friend. So thank you so much, Kim. I loved it. I loved it. I was so excited. And that is the right one. So I do have one. So if anybody wants to stitch that piece, holler and I'll send it because, of course, it is way out of print. And then Letha. Letha, y'all know, I always get excited because Letha's in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. So what could be better than that? I mean, you're so lucky to live in Punxsutawney. What a fun word. she sent me this gorgeous card with the arc on there. That is a beautiful arc. And she sent me 2 more, so I can send them to somebody. So thank you so much for that, Letha. And then she knows I love me some fun socks. And since I stitched the little fox last week, she said she saw these. And look, how cute are they with his little ears? Oh my gosh, these are the cutest things ever. So these are adorable. And then this beautiful infinity scarf. Let's see if I can turn it this way so you can see. It has the pattern is the little jack-o'-lantern faces. So cute. So thank you so much, Letha. And I hope you had a fabulous birthday. And that'll tell y'all about Letha right there. She's sending me things on her birthday. So thank you, Letha. Thank all y'all this week for making my kind of a rough week so much better, because it was a rough week. But last week's shares, I forgot to grab. So I will just announce them. I don't have them to put my hand on them, I don't think, except for the Hocus Pocus, because he's sitting here. So first we did 2 of the Love Is Not Alls from Frankie. She said to do 2 of those for her birthday, in honor of her birthday. Here again, Frankie's like, Letha, on her birthday, she was sending you stuff. So there you go. Oh no, it done jumped over here on James's mess. There we go. Okay. So this is Love Is Not All by A Wicked Stepmother. And so Frankie said to share 2 of these for her birthday in honor of kicking off the Sal. And it's the Lina Sal. So, and I put the little hashtag down in the comments on my page. But one of those goes to Karen Menenga. And the second one goes to Barbara Adams. If y'all will email me your address. And I think Susan had a hard time getting hold of me. I hope you got my message now. It's Niecielynn at Yahoo. And it should be in the description part also. So those 2 are for Love Is Not All. And that was Karen Menenga and Barbara Adams. And then the Hocus Pocus Halloween here, that goes to Cindy Y. If you'll holler me and send me your address. Beer, oh my gosh, you can see my own writing. Beer goes to Sharon Williams. The beer kit behind it with the little charm in there, so cute, goes to Sharon Williams. And the dogs, the Susie Zoo dog kit, like I said, y'all, I'm falling apart, goes to Barbara Wallin, Wallin, Barbara Wallin. Oh my gosh, and I forgot, y'all, I forgot to draw for the ABCs. I did all those and didn't draw the ABCs one, so I'll go back and draw for, I guess I'll do it next week. Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so sorry. I'll announce it next week. I'm falling apart here. Stay tuned while I fall apart. So the shares for this week, we have November Twirls here by Bent Creek. That will be one of the shares this week. Use the word November in your comment. We have all laughed over my renaming this one A Squirrel in His Nut by Lulu Stitches. It is the cutest thing with the maple leaf there on the little acorn. That is the cutest thing. Use the word squirrel. Use the word squirrel in your comment for that one. And then the other share will be the ornament issue that Lori sent us here. So use the word Christmas. Use the word Christmas. So Christmas, November, or squirrel for the shares this week. I'm gonna jump off here and try to get this uploaded. Golly, I've either rambled a lot or something and I forgot half the thing. So I'll try to get this uploaded really quick and get James Williams' pants to the dry cleaners, and I'll try to remember to show them next week so I can see how stiff they are. But y'all have a happy Friday, have a great weekend, and enjoy your stitching. Bye.